Why should someone start a service business this year?
I think it's great to work for
Today I'm in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania to do another shop tour for you. I am geeked up and I hope that you are too, because this isn't just a lawn care business, this is a big landscaping company and I am excited. So if you are into shop tour videos, this video is for you. Let's go. And here's my homie right now. What's going on with you, bro?
How's it going?
Good. Before we get started, can you tell us your name, the name of your business, and what do you specialize in?
Sure. My name's Scott McGinn. My company is McGinn Landscaping. We specialize in retaining walls, patios, landscape installs, and trucking. We've kind of transitioned away from a lot of the maintenance. We still do some commercial maintenance, but we're mostly retaining walls and patios at this point.
Yeah. I'm excited. This is the first time I've ever seen like a real hardscaper who does stuff like this. And when I tell you he got some big trucks, he got some big trucks. Now let's go look at them. Let's go. So how long you been in business?
So this is year number 16 for us, officially in business. I started back in high school, just myself and then a friend, and we'd go out, we'd mow after school, we'd mow on the weekends, make a little bit of side money, and you know, that side money turned into something a little more lucrative, and went to college, but still mowed through college. At one point we had 150 lawns. I was cutting with me and 3 other guys. It just got to be too much. I couldn't find reliable help, and we just transitioned more to the landscape side and hardscaping, and it didn't make sense for me to have excavators and skid steers sitting when we're out cutting grass. I like the maintenance part of it. We just didn't, we had to pick one way or the other, and we chose to go the hardscaping route.
Yeah, I was excited to meet Scott because he's like a mentor for other landscapers around here, especially with helping with snow removal prices and stuff like that. Shout out to my homie Talon with Authority Lawn and Landscape, who Scott did a crash course with, and he absolutely killed it this winter. So now I hit Scott up and I'm like, can you teach me some things? And he's like, of course. And before we do that though, we got to get to this shop tour. Let's go. So we're gonna start with the trucks?
Yeah, we start with the trucks. We got some trucks here, we got some sidewalk machines here. A couple pieces of machinery are missing, but right now everything's set up for snow. So things have salters, plows on them. The only thing that doesn't have a plow and salter is our 750. And that's our workhorse. We use that to transport our machines, our loader, you know, big dirt hauls for all of our projects. Me and 3 guys do all the hardscaping, and I have 6 triaxle drivers. So our one crew, we work 4 days a week. We work 4 long days, and on Fridays we do some commercial maintenance. Places we plow just to keep the contracts, keep our customers happy all year long. We water flowers, do some mowing. It's a nice break from the...
Nice. So what kind of truck is this?
This is a Chevy 3500. I always joke that I'm the king of buying old municipal trucks. I love buying trucks for $5,000 or $10,000 that have central hydraulics, a plow on it, and they work great for a winter or two. And I send them down the road, and just like this one, it was backed into a pool this year. You know, I can't get upset about it. It was a $10,000 dump truck. It sucks to happen, but it wasn't a brand new $100,000 dump truck that, you know, my guys backed in the pool. It was all right. A couple of days later, we had a new spreader in it, and we were good to go.
What are central hydraulics?
So central hydraulics, there's a clutch pump under the engine that pumps the hydraulic fluid from the tank, and there's a valve body in there that controls everything. Once you turn the hydraulics on, instead of having electrical hookups, you're gonna have hydraulic lines that just run to the motor and to the spinner. So everything's controlled off of the engine clutch pump, and that way there's no electrical you really have to mess with.
Right.
So this one and my dump truck, those 2 are set up with central hydraulics. 2 of our other trucks, they have the electric salt dog spreaders in them. I like the municipal trucks because they're usually lower mileage. They're getting put out of service, but usually they're maintained really well. So when we got this, we put new brakes on it and it passed inspection. Wow. So that now it's its second winter, we've done nothing to it major. I had the salt spreader, we just transfer it from truck to truck. And this one here, it's a Salt Dog Pro 2500. It's got the drag chain. We like the drag chains over the augers. We've had the auger ones before. We used to have the Salt Dog regular 2000s, and then when they came out with the Pro Series, we went to the Pro Series. This truck and that truck have the same spreader on them. That truck had a Meyer plow on it, so we kept it on there. That dump had a Fisher plow on it, so we kept it on there.
They came with that stuff on them already?
Yeah, from the auction. Everything worked, so we kept it. My 550 and this truck both have Boss plows on. If we had to pick a brand, It's Boss Plow.
Me too, bro. Your boy's a Boss Plow guy, black and red, just like he got on.
I love my Boss Plows. I got two or three extras sitting back here that, back in our dump area, that if something happens, I can throw one on the truck and we're good to go. Or
you got this. What is this? A salt bin?
This is our salt dome. We have 3 salt pals. This one here is our main one. The guys usually load out of here in the morning. We just went through a really cold snap, so there was a lot of chunks. There was a crust that was on the outside. Now it's warm. I got to come in here, break it all up, and push it in. This one, we knew there was a salt shortage, so this one 2 weeks ago was all the way out to the front of our dome here. We can put 7 triaxles in here, and it gets us through for a while.
How many properties do you guys maintain when it comes to?
So we have about 60 properties for snow. Pretty much everything we do here is in East Liberty, Lawrenceville, Strip District, North Side, and then we take care of PBG Paints, which is the hockey arena here.
Oh,
so we do all the surface lots down there. So we have a salt pile there, we have a salt pile on the strip, and we have a salt pile up here. So that allows us to load up here, go to the city, and once we're all down there, no one has to come back here and load up more salt unless we really need to, or one of our piles is getting low, or if we have time, we'll come up. But once we load here, we can stay down there and just keep doing what we're doing, not fight traffic. And this year, on a normal event, there's 10 to 12 guys to clear everything. And we're broken into 5 sections. Pretty much every truck has a sidewalk crew. So I got a couple guys that shovel. This truck here uses a shovel truck. It has a machine. We can look at it here in a little bit. And then the guys in other places, they have sidewalk machines set there. They're all pretty much in our garage right now, but those machines stay on site. Guys can drive directly there, hop in a machine, load up with salt, and just take care of their route.
Nice, man. This is a lot. This is my second time coming to a big operation like this. You know, my channel, we're usually going to see lawn maintenance people and things like that. So I'm always excited to come to the bigger places so that I can learn something and so that you can learn something. So if you feel like you're learning something from this video, do me a favor, like, subscribe, and share it with a friend or two so we could share the light of information with them. But now we're gonna go down here and look at a few more trucks, and then we'll get inside and show you all the cool equipment that he has after 16 years killing it in the game. Never even had a real job, is that right?
That is right. I worked at Office Depot for a little bit when I was in high school. Had to get that on the books money, until when I went to college, I turned 18, I started the company officially, and nice. Here we are all these years later.
So what is this truck?
This truck was a pickup truck. I love projects. I have a good mechanic. This truck needs some body work, but overall it was solid. We were looking for something for my sidewalk guys. We take care of a large retail place down in the Strip District. It has a lot of steps, a lot of ramps. It's called the produce terminal. It's about 6 blocks of sidewalks. Everything has ramps, everything's steps. So the 2 guys that run this truck, they kill it. They do a lot of shoveling, they do a lot of hard work. They're young guys, and I really appreciate what they do. But anything I can do to make their life easier, we've done. So talking with my crew leader who's down there, we've kind of decided that he needed some way to carry a pallet of salt or bulk salt to spread. But then he also has this little sidewalk machine up here to be able to plow the ramps in the upper areas there. So we got this lift gate on this truck so he can ramp this up onto the truck, take it around into his other places in the city. It just works out really well to kind of navigate around.
I've never seen one of these before.
He's also our one of our mechanics. We can lift gate right up. We don't even have to climb.
Yeah, look at that. Technology works smarter, not harder, man. That's the name of the game.
My sidewalk guy here, he's really good at, if a tire goes down or something, he has everything to fix it in this toolbox here, and also has our fuel cell. So he fills up all the diesel machines down there right from the truck, which is nice.
Wow.
This we bought this year. It's a Turf Tech. I've never even used it yet. They've used it once or twice on some longer sidewalks, but it's just a walk behind powered plow. It's perfect. It's nice and tight. It gets on the truck. You can still have the salt back here, and it's just something to make their life easier.
Yeah. Forget those shovels and the push shovels. That's what I've been using, a push shovel. I would love to have one of these things.
This, I believe you can do different attachments on it. Like I think they have a bed edger, and they have a like a Harley rake, and I think they might have some kind of mower for it as well, like a brush mower. But
I've never seen one of these before.
Yeah, we'll have to see if we use it any other time in the summertime. But for now, it's been good for wintertime.
Yeah, I like it. It's pretty cool. Again, smarter, not harder, man. Smarter, not harder. That's what I love shop tours.
Efficiency is the name of the game, where anything we can do to be more efficient. Snow's hard work, it's crappy hours. Anything I can do to make my guys' life a little bit easier, I'll try to do. You know, no one really wants to be out there, so if I can make it so they do want to be out there or make their life easier while they're out there, then I
Look
sure
how
will.
easy that was. That was nothing.
And most of the time when they're down there, they leave this down, they step up on here to get salt, and it makes their life easier. There we go.
Wow, I never seen anything like that. That's really cool.
Well, I think we're going to utilize this truck this year for like plantings. Let's say we have to just go plant one tree, put the tree up there, put a tree dolly on, wheel it back, take it off, right at ground level. We're not trying to drop it out of a truck. You know, some planting stuff. Not great for hauling mulch or anything with the open sides, but it still needs some work. but I have a lot of projects. This is one of my neighbor's trucks. We kind of have our own compound going here, just like Mac does. This is my neighbor's truck, and this dump truck down here is one of his as well.
When I seen that truck, I was like, you know, I had a dump truck. You all know I had a dump truck. I got rid of it because it wasn't practical for me. I don't do a ton of landscaping. But when I pulled around the corner and I seen this, I was like, is that my truck that I sold? But it has a Cummins diesel engine. I seen mine was just was a regular gasser.
Yeah,
I like the aluminum dump.
He's had this for a little while now. He had this when you had your dump as well. So it's a nice truck. I'm a Ford guy. We tend to stick with Ford. Then we have 7 triaxles as well. So there's one here. This is kind of our backup.
You got 7 of those things?
7 of those.
Oh my
There's
goodness.
3 here right now, and then I have 1 at a repair shop, and I got 3 out today. So they might come back while we're here. We'll see if that happens.
Wow.
But
Jeez.
the trucking game's been a little different. Definitely different than landscaping, but it goes with landscaping. I sell to other landscapers like my neighbor up here. We stock our own gravel for retaining walls and patios. We do hauling, we do paving. We do a little bit of everything in regards to trucking.
This is big business, man. Big business. I like it. All right, so where we going now?
Oh, we'll go up front here. This is one of our other Sidewalk machines, or one of our Sidewalk machines. This does a lot of traveling. This one travels a couple miles in the city. We drive them down the roads, we drive them in the bike lanes, we drive them on the sidewalk. It's kind of a free-for-all when it's snowing. It's nice though, the operators, they stay warm, they stay dry. It usually stays in a parking garage down there. It gives us kind of a home base down there. So.
If you don't mind me asking, what does something like that cost?
So I just bought this fall. We have a second one that's a bigger one. This one with the plow and spreader costs right at $31,000. The bigger machine was right about $30,000 without the plow and spreader, but it was too wide. So we used that one for a couple years on these accounts, and my guys are doing too much shoveling. That machine fits better up at the hockey arena, so it stays up there, and they can do the nice wide 6, 7, 8 foot wide sidewalks. This one, there's times that you can see it's rubbed against landscaping and everything else because the sidewalks are so tight. It fits perfect on a 4 foot wide sidewalk. The Kubota side-by-sides tend to hold up probably the best in terms of side-by-sides. We also have a Kubota skid steer. I love my Kubota skid steer. I don't necessarily like the dealer support around here. Dealer supports everything, and Kubota leaves a little lacking.
Well, Kubota, if you see this, I need you to get it together, because Scott McGinn, he ain't with the bull crap, all right? Come on, man.
So we definitely like this. We got a couple more machines inside we can go over. These are 2 of our other triaxles here. I like MACK and Peterbilt, so we've got 4 MACKs and 3 Peterbilts. Mostly aluminum body, we have 1 steel body now. Guys are able to come back, they get fuel at the end of the day. We got a 1,000-gallon fuel tank and a 500-gallon gas tank. So you don't have to stop at the gas station. We can load up the plow trucks here, we can do sidewalk machines, we can do everything right here on site, which is nice. It's been a huge time saver, huge boost in efficiency.
All right, now we're gonna head inside, show you this cool stuff inside here.
This is one of my loaders. This usually stays here. This doesn't leave very often. I bought this one because I can load triaxles with it, and then it's still small enough to transport around with my 750. I love my John Deere stuff. It's a great machine. We have a Hitachi down in the city that's been a great lease, and I'll probably look at buying another Hitachi when it's all said and done.
You got some this is the big boy. This is the major leagues here, man. Sheesh.
Our Hotzi, we love this thing. electric hot water pressure washer. Not as cool as like Q&As where it's mounted on their wall, but it, shout out to Quentin. We've outgrown this garage a long time ago.
I was about to say, this place is fully loaded with a lot of cool, I almost cussed right there, but I didn't. A lot of cool stuff. All right. So what do we got on
a lot
here?
of cool butt stuff.
That's right. Cool butt stuff,
cool
like
butt
Dave
stuff.
Ramsey would say.
So we have a couple different kinds of sidewalk machines when we're doing snow. We really like our John Deere tractors. These are great. They're real nimble. They cut in tight areas. This was the first one we set up, and we learned a lot from it. It has the drop spreader on it. Great if you're just doing 4-foot wide sidewalks or 3-foot wide sidewalks. It has a John Deere plow. The plows you buy on these are not set up real great for commercial use. This doesn't lift real high, and we go through blades real often. This machine's now just a backup. I found with sidewalks, if you have one machine for a route, you need to have a backup. So we have a backup to this, we have that vent track, and we have a backup to that vent track. Stuff happens and stuff breaks. So we learned a lot from this, and our like 2.0 version was this one that I bought about 2 years ago now. It's the second winter. It has a little bit bigger spreader that actually broadcasts out for the bigger sidewalks, so you don't have to reverse a bunch of times or make a bunch of passes. This one also has a Boss snowplow on. I love my Boss stuff. They don't make a mount for a subcompact tractor. So we bought an ATV plow, stripped the motor off of it, plumbed the hydraulic lines into it, and I had my welder fabricator that I use create a custom bracket so we can put this ATV, it fits all into the factory holes. He did a great job. Pretty much anything I need him to make, he can make for me.
You want to give him a shout out?
James, JTS Welding. I don't know how much he does on the side still. He has another full-time job, but fantastic fabricator. He's made a lot of stuff work for us and fixed a lot of stuff for us.
Some bright lights up there at the top.
Yeah, those lights make a big difference when you're out in the middle of the night, and it helps more so for people to see you. So when you're driving down sometimes on a roadway, it just gives people they definitely know you're there.
Right, no doubt.
The warning, if you will. We have this vent track. This one's diesel. We have another one that's a gas one. They're set up almost identical to each other. Operator comfort is the biggest thing. Guys can be out in these for 12, 14, 15 hours. They're warm, they're dry. They do some shoveling, but for the most part, they're in the machines. Keeping operators happy is the biggest hurdle in doing sidewalks. And we've been really efficient at it. We've done really well with it because I'm willing to invest. This machine new without the spreader is almost $50,000.
Sheesh.
So it's, you got to spend the money to keep the guys happy, to keep the guys working for you to make the money. So
yeah, it's the never-ending cycle.
yeah, it just goes around. We still do, like I said, retaining walls and patios. We're just kind of in the snow mode right now. So I just picked this dingo up this year. We'll see how it goes. I bought it from my shop neighbor. We were renting them for a month at a time, a couple months at a time, and it just didn't make sense to rent anymore. So the price is right. We'll give the dingo a shot, and if we like it, then if we need to upgrade, we'll buy another one, or we'll buy Vermeer or Ditch Witch or something else.
Yeah.
But we've already had it out on a job this winter. So nice little job, and the mini machines work out well. This and the little excavator, they get a lot of work done along with our concrete buggy.
This thing, this is what this is called?
Yeah, so this mini excavator, it's one of the smallest ones Cat makes. I believe there's one size smaller. Q&A has the next size up with the full cab. I didn't want the full cab, so we could, if we had to, we could take it off to get in a certain area.
This thing?
Yeah, so like this machine, the tracks will slide in.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, these will like spin around. So this machine, I think 39 inches it'll go down to.
Wow.
So it's great to go through gates. You can suck the tracks in, get into a gate, dig out a wall, take the stuff out with a dingo or concrete buggy, load it on a truck, and then bring everything up. And it's been a real game changer. I have a bigger excavator, still not real big, but about 9,000 pounds, and that's on a job. It's been sitting on a job all winter here. So between this one and that one, we can get into most areas to do the work. I like the Cats, I like the John Deeres. Any of the name brand machines, you really can't go wrong. I can't say I'm 100% brand specific to anything, but my Cat sales guy is pretty good. I used to have a fantastic Deere sales guy, but he moved on.
There's a lot of stuff in here.
It's overwhelming, and we don't have enough space. We're at a great location. We're close to the turnpike, close to the highways, close to the city. So I don't want to move unless I find something that would match this location, but it's so hard to find real estate that's not millions and millions of dollars up here. And you know, we stock all of our bulk oils for triaxles, gear oils. We have bulk diesel exhaust fluid, bulk washer fluid. We have bulk grease, pretty much anything we need for the truck. This garage is just big enough to pull a triaxle in and work on it. So we can come in here when everything's out. My mechanic can do it and be nice and dry, not be doing it outside.
Just these snow raiders, another sidewalk thing?
So we have 2 snow raiders. This one here, this was new for this year. And this is kind of my traveling sidewalk crew. They're kind of nomads. They load up with a trailer. They take this around if they need to. Haven't had any big enough snows to really need it this year. And then the other snow raider is down at one of our locations. It can actually go on that truck with the lift gate. Brendan, he'll take that if needed to plow real heavy snows.
This thing looks fun, like a mini tank.
Oh yeah, they're great. They're great for tight areas. Not great for operator comfort when you're out in the cold. So that's why we prefer the machines with the cabs and heat. And I don't think any of these have radios, but guys wear headphones a lot while they're in there.
Yeah, I had to touch my head real quick and make sure I didn't have my headphones on.
So then we have one of our mowers in here. We still do 1 day a week of commercial maintenance. We water flowers, we cut some grass, we do mulch trimming, mostly just at those places we plow. And that's our Friday. Makes for a nice, easy Friday.
Yeah.
And this one needs some work, so it's in here. Up top's our miscellaneous. Some of our places we do Christmas decorating at. So we have Christmas lights and wreaths and poinsettias and all that stuff up there. We have pipe fittings if we need them for a job, extra planter boxes, buckets, parts, snow shovels go up there. Pretty much anything we don't need in season goes up top. Usually we'll fill this with grass seed and starter fertilizer, things of that nature. We got some snapshot up there. Just any kind of landscape product in bulk, it needs to stay dry, usually goes up top. We do have a tractor trailer behind the building. It has a lot of mighty straw. We use a bunch of that.
What is that?
So it's a straw with a tack in it. It's shredded down. So when we do yard repairs, we use that a lot of times instead of mushroom manure or straw blanket. I don't like using straw blanket because you get that netting that stays, and you don't really get rid of that. So the mighty straw breaks down, but when it gets wet, it binds together. It has a tackifier in it. So it needs to stay dry in the meantime. So we keep a bunch of that in a tractor trailer. We have a tractor trailer with old mower parts and extra wheels for triaxles, big stuff that obviously can't fit in here because we're out of space.
Man, this is impressive, Scott. I'm always excited to do shop tours, but I'm really excited when it's like more stuff that I have never experienced before. Seeing all of this, these things in particular, these covered like snowplow sidewalk contraptions are fire. I like it. And this stuff is cool because these are things that I haven't seen on the channel yet. So I know, like, if you're looking, there's so many different options that you've shown us, from that the smaller side by side out there to this big tank of a Ventrac to these John Deeres with plows. We have broadcast spreaders. What is this one called?
That's a drop spreader. Yeah, so the salt only, there's a wheel in here. You can actually see it. It turns, and it puts the salt down into like a little tray, and you can control how much salt goes through, and you can control how fast it goes as well. So, we've been running treated bulk salt, so it drops it, and it only scatters the salt straight down. So all the salt stays right on your sidewalk. It's great if you're doing 3-foot sidewalks, 4-foot sidewalks, but the location the tractor's at, it has some sidewalks that are 12 foot wide. So we need to be able to broadcast it and cover the entire.
No doubt. Well, we always end every video with asking one question, and that is, why should someone start a service business this year?
I think it's great to work for yourself. I think you have endless opportunities, endless possibilities, and you make your own destiny. So if you're gonna succeed, it's all on you. If you're gonna fail, it's all on you. I would caution anybody to grow slowly. It doesn't always come real quick, but when you grow, you are making your own destiny, and something you can be proud of. And that's where I'm at. I'm proud of what we've done.
I can tell, and I'm proud of what you've done too. But one more question.
Sure.
What is some good business advice you could give to someone if they're just starting out this year?
If you're just starting out this year, always do your best, be honest, try to grow organically. You can spend a bunch of money on advertising. Some of the best work we've had, most of our really, really good contracts have come from word of mouth from clients or other customers we've worked from, and also property managers who are happy with you. Go above and beyond. Do whatever you can to keep them happy within reason, but if you keep them happy, they're gonna refer you, and your business can grow exponentially from that.
Man, I love it. Well, if you feel like you got some value from this video, do me a favor and hit that like, subscribe button, share it with a friend or two. And I hope that you enjoyed all of the trucks, the snow things, the dingo, and all of the cool stuff that my man Scott got going on here. And if you enjoyed this video, you can click this video right here. But as always, I love you. I appreciate you. I wish you nothing but success. And remember, the Creator created you to be creative. So go out there and create whatever you want in your life. Because Scott and me, we're out. Peace.